Getting married. It feels like the second I announced online that I was engaged, I started getting all kinds of crazy flyers in the mail. You get married at a winery. Here's one for a bridal cocktail party. Is it bouquet or bouquet? I don't know. Wedding at sea. Wait, there's more. Oh, it's a trunk show. Photo booth wedding. Wedding photography. This guy needed to lay down for just a minute. And then there's bridal magazines. What are your colors? Are you a rustic bride? How do you feel about a themed wedding? Well, you better decide, because if you don't decide now, you're going to mess it up and then everyone's going to blame you because you're the bride. God! Breathe. I'm getting ahead of myself. Why don't we start with the engagement? Everybody loves a good engagement story. Now, granted, I never said that this was one, just that people tend to like them. In July of 2014, I was in Paris, France, studying abroad and happily eating my way through the country. At the end of my stay, my boyfriend came out to visit me. We were planning on spending several days in Paris and London before heading back to the States together. His first day in Paris was spent sleeping off jet lag, but the second day, we went to Versailles to visit the chateau and beautiful gardens. And it was spectacular. But really hot. And there were a lot of tourists. And stupid, happy, chirping birds. We waited in line, in the sun, for over an hour. So by the time we got in, I was kind of over it. But my beloved had never been there before, so I tried to not let it get to me. After pushing and shoving our way through the overcrowded chateau, which, it must be said, is supremely beautiful and you should definitely go visit, maybe not in the middle of tourist season, we decided to go and see the gardens. We had just walked into the gardens when the love of my life suggested we wander over to a shaded area. I was just happy to have some fresh air, so I followed him, wondering why he would want to be in such a remote location when there were acres of beautiful gardens yet to be explored. And that's when I knew something was up. Finally, I couldn't take it. I asked him, "Why are you acting so weird?" "I'm not acting weird." Yes, you are. You are acting very weird." At this point, he starts rifling through his backpack while I continue to give him the third degree. "What are you doing?" "I just need to get something out of my backpack. Jeez." Now he's on one knee, trying to retrieve something out of his backpack. And I know what's coming. Unless I don't. Look, there's nothing worse than being the desperate girl hoping for a ring, and really, he's just looking for a Kleenex or something. After what seems like 20 hours later, this sweet man has pulled out a box and opened it to reveal a beautiful, sparkling, perfect diamond ring. Without pretense or a big, flashy speech, he simply asks me, "Will you marry me?" And I'm so scared that it's a joke, I ask him, "Are you serious?" "Yes." "For real?" "Yes." Hang on, so you're serious right now? This is actually a question that you're asking me? "Yes." "Well then, yes! Of course." I was just so scared that it was a joke, that it was really gonna go like this. "Will you marry me?" "Yes!" "Just kidding, idiot." But it wasn't a joke. I then burst into tears and kissed the man that I am going to marry. And all of a sudden, it's not that hot. There aren't that many tourists. And the birds seem to be harmonizing. Everything was perfect. So, I'm getting married. Now what?